What is good with everybody? We are back. Hey, and I should be seeing a lot of familiar faces in here because we just wrapped up another good live on my guy Wasted Channel's my guy Wasted his channel. Simple as that, man. He got his boots smoked a little bit, but it happens. That's what happens when you're on the screen with some motherfuckers from California, but that's
Oh,
just how it is, man. But listen,
oh my God.
listen.
I gotta hear this foolishness here,
It's
man.
not foolishness. It is how it works. But listen, check this out. When was the last time we did a film breakdown? Was it Bilal Nichols? Or was it
It was
Rocket Sin?
Bilal Nichols. We did
Bilal
Rocket
Nichols.
first, then we did Bilal Nichols.
Well, there you go. We are back. We are back. And this time,
Back like we never left. They
and
said
this
they said my Alzheimer's is getting bad too.
but listen, man, this time we're back and we're back to break down some defense. Some defense is what we like to do over here. We like the defense. And we're gonna look because let's be honest, you can agree with this. Patrick Graham held these boys to fucking 3 points for about 80-90% of the game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how and why he did that. We're gonna see at a few plays that we can get better at as well because it wasn't the perfect game. We're not doing that either.
Yeah.
It was definitely not the perfect game, and that's not what we're promoting over here. We're not saying that this is some fucking number one defense in the league. But listen, really quick, we got to give big shots to everybody who's already in the building. Jeffrey, we got Ismail in the building. OG, Robert, Ben Bad, my guy. Robert Coin, my guy. Who else we got? Rock, SVT, Swin, Bambino. Who else? Damn, this shit is getting flooded right now.
Yes. Killenberger.
Paul, Mondo, my guy. Herman, Robert. Who else? Khalil Gang, Chris Gang. Who else?
It's gang in
David, Thick Frame, Wayne. Everybody is in the fucking, as Wasted would say, they are in the place to be, man. They're in the place to be.
Yeah,
And
yes, sir.
Listen, before we get started, just hit that like button, man. Just hit that like button. Get this out into the algorithm for more Raiders fans to see, man. That's all I ask, man. That is all I ask. Shout out to my guy X, who also pulled up the dreaded one. Freddie Chavez, Buddha was good. But listen, are you ready to break down some film, my man?
Yes, I am. I mean, the hope for the Raiders, man, is that, our defensive roster with Graham kind of falls under his coaching ability. You know what I mean? Because the Raiders are kind of similar to the Giants in a way where their yards per play metrics were favorable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like they still gave up, 25.8 points, right? And they were the 26th defense. I think Graham's scheme is going to help us out based off of what we're seeing in film, man. And, I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. And really quick, man, we got a lot of members in the building right now. If you do want to become a member of the channel, you can. The link is now in the chat for those of you guys who want to become. There's perks and all kinds of shit. You don't have to. Just it's there. It's available if you'd like to. But without further ado, man, we got some plays here ready, lined up. And hey, we better break down some film, man, on a Monday. Who does Monday film breakdowns? We do.
We do.
We do.
Does.
We do. We do Monday film breakdowns. And first things first, man, right here. This is one of the first plays of the game, and this one is highlighting our guy, Divine Diablo. He's a guy that we've been pretty high on, right, for the year that he had. And right here, you're gonna see he's gonna make a nice play. But what I want you guys to look at first, and what Wasted would also say, is that we're in man coverage. We're in press man coverage.
Yes.
This isn't some fucking cover 3 bullshit.
I just said fence post, bend don't break, fucking passive defense. This is real Al Davis style defense right here, baby.
This is, I'm gonna get up in your face and you have to beat me because you're better than me, not because some scheme works better. Okay, and we're gonna see that right now. Let me click play on this, but first I want to take note. We got 5 men on the line of scrimmage. We got 2 corners right here. You even see Nate Hobbs oddly on the outside, but right here you're gonna see Mr. Number 5, Divine Diablo, make a really nice play on the football. He's gonna get down in the backfield, and listen, It isn't slow mo. So you guys get to read it, react it, but you'll see Divine Diablo comes downhill very, very well. Makes the tackle.
Look
What
like
is
a
that?
comet. He looks
What's
like
that?
a comet, brother. He
Yeah.
jumped that gap and almost overran the running back and still was able to recover and make the nice play, man. So look at the athleticism of him jumping, making
Boom.
recognition, and then wrapping it up with a nice textbook shoestring tackle.
And Kyle Pecco is not on the ground just yet. So thank God.
Kyle Pancake.
Boom. Just so you guys can see it again. Breaks down. Like Wasted said, maybe over pursued it too much because he's too fast for them natural linebackers nowadays. But next up right here, we got a little bit of a switch up, right? Not 5 men on the line of scrimmage. We're in our 4-2-5. This is a nickel, it's a sub package, however you want to say it, right? However you want to say it. This is not a base defense. It's not a 4-3, it's not a 3-4. But this
If,
is
if
go
you're
ahead.
looking for a base defense, I'm sorry, Andy. If you're looking for a base defense out of Patrick Graham, most of the time you are not going to see it from him. He
Correct.
lives in the sub packages because what the sub package does is it heightens the matchups in the favor of the defense. So he's going to call that play based off of what he sees and what they're running, right? Now,
True.
all defensive coordinators do that, but Patrick
Mhm.
Graham does it and plays it to a key. That's the reason why we have so many versatile players on our defense. So when they go out there and you hear us talking about names that were names in the National Football League, it's
Mhm.
more so the scheme fit. And I think that is one of the reasons why myself included need to calm down when there are people that are available that we don't just jump on.
Correct. And right here, like we were just saying, we're moving away from that 5 men on the line of scrimmage. We go in to a more pass defense right here, and you're gonna see. And I want to know you guys' thoughts. Is this a fumble? Because we had a discussion about this on air, but I think Wasted voted a fumble, maybe changed his opinion. But check out Darius Phillips, right? We were just in a man. We were just in a man look. Now we drop back into a zone. Zone usually allows players to read, react, and make plays like this, right? Boom. Make a big hit on the offensive player, we scoop it up. Is that a fumble? What do you guys think? Here it is, slow mo.
To me, wait, the ball,
I don't know, man.
nah, his elbow was down. I thought the ball was moving when he was up in the air.
Good
When,
play nonetheless, though. I do like Patrick Graham allowing these guys to switch from man to switch into zone. It's a bigger burden than what Bradley asked, but I think that that's a burden that you have to take on if you want to win a lot of games in the National Football League. So good play nonetheless. Good play nonetheless. But next up on this list right here, a lot of Darius Phillips early on. He was getting a lot of looks. I'm not sure if that's something that the Jaguars meant to do. I don't think so, but I think that's just the way the cards fell. And right here,
look at them. Look have Jayon Brown out wide like a corner, man.
yeah. So we know again, this is another man look, something that we did not see too often. And right here, you got 4 guys on the line of scrimmage. Something that Wasted noted was you got Jonathan Abram as the deep high safety. Then you're gonna have Merrick creep down. So a lot of different looks. Like we know that Graham is a versatile guy and he wants to give you the illusion of complexity. And right here, he's going to show it, right? You got freaking Trayvon Merrick on the line of scrimmage. Look at how many guys is on the line of scrimmage right here. This is a completely different defense. And Darius Phillips is going to get tested once again over the top. And he just, good technique. You'll see they try and launch it deep right here. This is the battle at the top of your screen. Darius Phillips does a damn good job taking away the inside, letting that sideline be the extra defender, right? That's what they usually call it. Sideline is your extra
Now,
defenders, more help.
can we just rewind that real quick? The thing that has me concerned, right? Now,
Right here.
say for instance, right here. Now, say for instance, that guy broke that route and just ran a 9,
Hmm.
and he had that kind of like chemistry with the quarterback. That could be damn near 6 right there. That could be
Well,
damn near
I
6.
think that is what it was, but I think that he just ran more to the sideline because of the leverage that Darius Phillips took.
Fair enough. My problem is that if you got Abram playing the single high safety, he
Yeah,
should be deeper than that.
I agree. I agree. He should be deeper. You're right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's basically shy for shy with the corner right now. He should definitely be a little bit further back, but um, who knows? Maybe Patrick Graham does ask a lot of that, a lot more of that, but I kind of hope not.
Yeah,
I
well,
kind of hope
well,
not.
look, there were a lot of people saying that Patrick Graham is very high on Jonathan Abram, and a lot of people are saying that Patrick Graham has the formula to use Abrams' attributes that are pluses in the favor of the defense. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, look, he
Well,
didn't.
well, well, my guy Brandon right here says Sanjeet said that Abram will be in the back a lot because Graham likes heavier hitters in the back. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, that's a good metric, and that's actually something that he does like. The problem is that if he's not around to deliver the hit, does it even matter?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the thing about when the Patriots used to do this with Rodney Harrison in the twilight of his career, Rodney Harrison used to be there. See, and
True.
that's the difference. He was there. He played deep enough. He was always around the ball somehow, some way. With Abram, for whatever reason, I don't know if the elevator goes all the way to the upstairs. Now I'm hearing how bright of a football player he is, but it seems like his on-field instincts are a little bit like a second behind.
And I'll tell you who's isn't. On this play, Patrick Graham says, you know what, Darius Phillips, they're picking on you a lot. And he's going to go ahead and give Darius Phillips a shot right here. He's going to give Darius Phillips a nice call. He's going to call his number. He says, you know what, go ahead and blitz on this. And this is something that we did not see last year. We did not see, let's say, Abram or Nate Hobbs consistently get the opportunity to get a blitz off the corner, right? And right here, Darius Phillips, you're going to begin to see him creep over, and he's going to make a really good play on this. You're going to see him come inside, pause. You're going to see him come inside and make the tackle for a 1 yard gain. Who is that there? That's my guy, Kyle Pecco. So
Yeah,
don't
yes,
don't
sir.
be roasting
Kyle
my guy.
Pancake, baby. The short stack master. That's the only play made all game. The only play
So,
made all game. Kyle Pecco was getting beat and whipped like a redheaded stepchild, man. There's
but
another man who was getting whacked too. You go ahead, Andy. I'm sorry, but there's another man that I think should be on the first train smoking out of Raiderville.
but like I said, coming in like a missile though. Good job by Mr. Darius Phillips, a guy who's definitely competing for a roster spot right now, and he does a good job. Shoots inside on the cornerback blitz, makes a good tackle on the running back. Kyle Pecco's there to help him as well. So nonetheless, it was a good play. But moving forward, we're gonna see something else, and right here you're going to see what did you just say? The difference between Pro Bowlers and guys struggling to make rosters is something like this, right?
Yes,
So I
sir.
want to show you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys hovering over the line of scrimmage right here. And you're going to see this a lot this season. You're going to see Patrick Graham allow linebackers like Kenny Young right here to hover over the line of scrimmage to give them that freedom to show blitz and back off. You only really give that to linebackers that are really good,
Yeah,
but you're
and
going to
linebackers
allow
that can get back and backpedal and get around so they don't get smoked in
exactly.
the middle of the field.
So you're going to see Kenny Young with that with that disguise, with that bait on the quarterback. He drops back into coverage, but now we're moving on to Darius Phillips again. This seems like a Darius Phillips film study, and it's not. But Darius Phillips comes,
Oh,
breaks on the route, slightly misses the play, and that is the difference between a Pro Bowler and a guy trying to make the roster. But it was a good play nonetheless. We
but see,
just
you know
have
why
to
that
make it.
play was a great play, and it makes me very hopeful, is the fact that he's been in his playbook because
Woo!
he's been in his playbook. He's been watching film, bro. That was not just instincts right there. That was something that he saw before. You know what I mean? He just doubted himself. All he has to do is continue to keep pounding away, keep working, and I'm telling you, he's gonna break on a ball like that the next time, and it'll be an interception.
And it'll be
Because
for
I've heard a
six.
lot about Josh McDaniels and Patrick Graham when it comes to film. They have elite teaching sessions when it comes to film. They're film guys. And
I
a lot of
agree.
the guys that they brought in are film guys. You can tell right there that wasn't just an instinct right there. That was something he saw before when he broke on that.
And on top of that, to your point, man, This is also not instincts. What we're gonna see from Malcolm Kuntz here. This is our second year guy. We really expect a lot of Malcolm Kuntz, and I think that Patrick Graham really tried to make him understand that in this league, a lot of screens are going to be ran. So shout out to Malcolm Kuntz right here. He's going to make a big play on the football on the screen. He's going to recognize that the tackle isn't giving him his hardest pass pro. As a matter of fact, he had no pass pro there. The offensive tackle just went the opposite way. A nice screen pass, but guess what? He not only hits and gets a hand on the guy that's trying to get the ball, he also bats the ball down, making a great play. I believe that was on third down as well. So getting our offense the football back. Very good job by Malcolm Kuntz to make that play, getting us the football back on offense. And that's another thing. That is an instincts. That is football knowledge. That is a second year in the NFL. And you know what? Big plays like that get made.
Yeah, and him getting upfield, getting in the passing lane, getting in the line of sight of the quarterback, and recognizing that it was going to be a screenplay and
Mm-hmm.
getting his hands up was beautiful.
Yep, I agree. And like I was always saying, right, the film study that we just did, I'm not here to show you only good plays. I'm here to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, right? But on this ugly play, we get a very nice play made, and you're gonna see our team, our well coached team, even when a mistake is made, they're trying to get the football out. And we're lucky enough that Tyree Gillespie and Darius Phillips do that exact same thing right here. So they're gonna make a nice throw, nice throwing catch. We miss the tackle. That can't happen, right? So
Mm,
he's running upfield. What does Darius Phillips do? He says, I need to get that ball out. Okay. Tyree Gillespie, the second year safety, that's exactly what
mm.
they do. They go hit that. Shout out to our guy, Deron Harmon,
The
veteran,
throws are always around the football. You need a guy.
always around the football. And that's how games are won, man. That's how games are won. Even when you have a broken play, you find a way to make it better. And Darius Phillips, Tyree Gillespie, that's a fumble. That
Now,
one's not
now you
arguable.
see Tyreek Gillespie. Now I said I wanted to see film on the guy. Now I'm excited. You
Mm-hmm.
see how he went in there and targeted the ball. He
Mm-hmm.
separated the ball from the ball carrier. Nice clean hit, man. I mean, golly, man. If we have this kind of play in our secondary, I think our secondary is what's going to propel this defense forward as opposed to the pass rush.
I agree. And here is not essentially a great play or a good play or a bad play, but here I just want to show you guys something. And I want to show you what Patrick Graham expects from his defense, what he expects from his players, right? You're gonna see two things go on here. You're gonna see Kenny Young again creep up to the line of scrimmage, but you're also gonna see Bryce Cosby shoot in on a blitz. He doesn't get home, but for me, what that shows is that this is Patrick Graham allowing guys to make plays. He is not going to say you have to stick in a cut or hook to curl, or you have to stick in the flats, or you have to make sure that there's nothing in the seam. No, he's going to allow his guys to make a play, and you're going to see Kenny Young. He's going to drop back, and you're going to see Bryce Cosby here. He's going to try and shoot in, and in my opinion, I like that because if that's Nate Hobbs, maybe Nate Hobbs gets back there. Or if that's Jayon Brown, like we've seen Jayon Brown do, he can bait the quarterback. Nonetheless, Lucas Masterson, Hawaii Bowl MVP, makes a nice tackle there on first down. But I just want to show you what Patrick Graham expects from his defenders. You have to have intelligent football players on this roster. That's exactly what we do have, right? Kenny Young played a lot of football for the Rams. They ended up winning the Super Bowl for Matthew Stafford, right? So I
Yeah.
want to see more of this stuff, and I like to see that he's allowing these guys to try and bait quarterbacks, send cornerback blitzes off the edge, which we did not see at all. We've seen at least 3 already in this film study. So shout out to Patrick Graham mixing up the bunch, right? Good tackle by Lucas Masterson as well, only allowing a gain of 3 on
Yeah.
that play.
I mean,
Um,
I
Go ahead.
love what I'm seeing out of Patrick Graham's, scheme. He likes to
Mhm.
keep his coverages kind of malleable.
Yeah.
So where he it could change and morph based off of the situation, like I said before. You know what I mean? Like before, we used to have this one formation that cover three look,
Hmm.
and we didn't really have a lot of variety. Well, the good thing about that cover three is that a lot of times it'll get you off the field, right? But other times it'll keep you on the field too long because there's so many gaps in that cover three. and there wasn't a lot of pressure being made. A lot of the pressure that we had last year was made organically through Max Crosby,
Yep.
and shout out to our boy Yannick. But I think the way that Patrick Graham is dialing things up, we're going to get a lot of coverage sacks and a lot of turnovers based off of the fact that the quarterback is going to have nowhere to go with the football. And if you play against a quarterback that's a bad quarterback, instead of him throwing the football away and living to fight another day, he might try to fit it into one of those windows.
And guess what? We just hyped up Patrick Graham's defense, but we also want to make sure that on first down, we don't give up too many of these plays, right? So you can't really see it because we don't have the all 22 right now, but we're going to run classic cover two. What is that? Two deep safeties and your outside corners kind of have two responsibilities, right?
Yeah.
Two responsibilities is that if there's a guy that goes shallow, you stay shallow. If there's a guy that goes deep, you go deep.
You go and you travel with them.
Well, guess what? They hit us with a beautiful concept here. I'm not even going to lie to you, because they sent guys shallow and they sent guys deep. And you're going to see their quarterback drop one right in the basket.
Right into the zone, man.
Shout out to Gillespie smacking people. But that was a good drop. That was a good play by the Jacksonville Jaguars to try and expose certain parts of certain coverages. And they got there, right?
That was a damn good throw.
That was a very good throw. And like I said, I'm not giving you guys a highlight reel of this defense. I'm giving you guys things that we need to improve on as well. But right in that cushion, right in that hole of a cover two is where that ball was dropped. Good job by Gillespie to get there as soon as possible. But we need to make sure that if possible, we can make this play not happen, right? We don't want to give up, 25 yards on 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Those are losing reps, right? And I'm sure Patrick Graham knows that. But that is the soft spot of the cover two, so I can't really blame that on a scheme or something like that. But, maybe run less cover two. But next up, right? We were just talking about having Max Crosby have to do everything organically last year. Well, it's the opposite. Patrick Graham right here is going to call up, and he's going to dial up a nice stunt. A stunt is basically when you got your defensive lineman twisting and turning, doing all the crazy fucking Houdini tricks to get back there if they can. And you know what? It worked. And it almost worked to a point where we could have gotten a turnover. So right here, you're going to see a nice stunt. Quarterback has to step up in the pocket. You got to wrap up the quarterback.
Yeah, definitely got to wrap up. That
throwing the ball downfield, and we almost get a pick. Isaiah Pull-Em-Out also drops it on the tip drill. So a lot of chances there in one play. Yeah. We just didn't capitalize on our chances there.
Hey, Andy, let me ask you a quick question, man. Yeah. So we all know, and we've seen this from the film we've been breaking down. Mm-hmm. A lot of the coverages that Patrick Graham uses are like man match coverages. Yeah, where some of the defenders just play straight man coverage. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like a man goes everywhere kind of a thing, where like some of the defenders have a man until he runs into an area of the field. Yeah, for example, a defender might be responsible for a man outside deep. So if his assignment runs the route outside deep, he takes him. If his assignment runs underneath, he can let the play go to another man, right? Mm-hmm. The thing about that, us having the kind of athletes we have on this roster, do you see that being conducive to the roster that we have? Because there's some guys on this roster that are super athletes, bro. Diablo is a guy, man, that I have full faith. Like, people are asking whether he can cover or not. I have faith that Diablo at linebacker can cover because he was a former safety. Do you see any of these guys that are going to be a liability in that kind of a concept?
I don't think so, because maybe not in preseason, we won't see too much of it, but just look at what our current corners and DBs are coming from. You got Deron Harmon coming from a system just like this. You got Trayvon Merritt coming out of TCU, where he did everything. He won the Jim Thorpe Award, not because he was just a good post safety or a good guy coming down the box, but you also got Rock Ya-Sin, that in Indianapolis, he was forced into a position where he had to come up and play a lot of press man. And then you got the guy on the opposite side of him coming from the Baltimore Ravens, and we know they ask a lot from their DBs. Yeah. So I don't really think so in terms of our back end. I think that Jayon Brown, I have a lot of confidence in him because of what he was able to do in Tennessee. I think that Divine Diablo is definitely a freak athlete that we could rely a lot on. Now, I'm not sure about our second and third team. But I think our first team guys, we could definitely do a lot of what you're talking about.
I mean, because the thing about it is with this defense, the defense can play tight coverage on intermediate and deep routes,
Yeah,
and it's kind of hard to run rub routes against this defense.
yeah,
And if you look at a lot of what Mahomes and the Chiefs do, they do a lot of rub routes, especially when they had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Travis
sure.
Kelce lives off of those rub routes. So that's a good defense. And I think that's why Patrick Graham was really successful against the Chiefs with the Giants.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, 100%. And look, I want to show you guys this. So really, where the pressure gets generated, here is from Jerry Green, and I believe that's Kendall Vickers. So two guys that have been on the roster for some time now. And what you're gonna see is you're gonna see Jerry Green take that stunt move to the inside. He gets home, he just doesn't make the play. And our guy Ike Brown is the one who initially gets his hands on the football, drops it. Isaiah Polamau's the safety. He also drops it. But we got to capitalize on those mistakes. And I think we will see that a lot more. But like I was just saying, stunt play, it's 3rd and 4. We got to get after the quarterback, right? You got to dial up some pressure. 3rd and 4 is one of those weird ones. Are they gonna do a draw play? Or are they gonna hit me with a play action? Or are they just gonna pass the ball regular? Well, you're gonna see 2nd-year defensive end out of Buffalo, Malcolm Kuntz. He's also going to do a nice stunt play right here. And this time we get home. This time we finish the play. Malcolm Kuntz, he's going to take that hard step inside.
Mm.
Boom. He is face to face with the quarterback right here. But just like Divine Diablo, sometimes he's too quick for his own good. And Kendall Vickers, he wraps him up, and we get home on that play. That was a beautiful, beautiful drawn up stunt on 3rd and 4. Way to get the quarterback down on the ground when we absolutely needed to get off the field, right? It's not like the game was going their way, but we want to get off the field on every single 3rd down. We have to. So good job, man. Good job.
Bro, you know what I love about Patrick Graham? He uses a lot of uh Rod Marinelli line concepts with all those stunts and stuff like that. As far as the safety alignment, I remember when Patrick Graham was the Giants, man, he kind of shifted to a more Vic Fangio kind of cover 2 or cover 4 with a single high, like how he did with Abrams. And
Mm,
the thing is for me is that I'm a little concerned about him using. I don't mean to go all the way back. I am very, very, very concerned about him leaving Abram at the single high safety. I'm concerned because I'm hearing, like Sanjeet said, I've heard that from other people that he likes to have the hardest hit in safety as the single high safety. But I just listen. I don't want Abraham. I'm Abraham, but Abrams. I don't want Abrams anywhere out there. I want Abrams up towards the line of scrimmage, man, all the time.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And here's one of the first looks that we got this game with a 3-4, right? So you got 2 outside linebackers right here and 3 big dogs in the middle. So you got Vernon Butler, Matthew Butler, and then here you have, I believe, 93 on the roster. Who is 93? I believe that's Tyler Lancaster. Something like that. But y'all get the point. So this is a 3-4, right? So you got 4 linebackers, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 defensive linemen, 1, 2, and 3. And really what happens here is that the defense is going to get exposed, and they're going to get exposed pretty bad because of one man not keeping their gap
Oh
assignment.
my God! Look
One
at this.
man not keeping their gap assignment, and we'll see that makes a big hole. Pause. So this is Vernon Butler. This is somebody that we just
Neil
acquired.
Farrell. Neil Farrell was 93.
Neil Farrell's 93. So we have Neil Farrell there on there. But you'll see Vernon Butler not do his job. He doesn't just not do his job. He'll also get manhandled and get pushed out of the way. And we cannot have that. We cannot have that whatsoever. So, boom, he
Now,
gets
now, 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 look at that. Look at all of that real estate. Look at that hole.
not just that, Vernon Butler's eyes is facing towards the sideline at this point. Thankfully, we have a guy out of Tennessee this year that doesn't give up on plays, and he chases this one down from the back end, and he makes a nice tackle on the runner. But 9 yards on 1st down, that is a recipe for disaster. But I want to show you guys right here. Vernon Butler, we cannot have this happen too often, or else we will lose games because of it. Our run defense last year was pretty lackluster. I'm not in for another year of that. No, thank you. I'm good. But that's just not
Wow, look at
okay.
that man getting handled.
That's just
Getting
not okay.
that man is getting listen, he got
Meanwhile,
Uncle
Neil
Phil.
Farrell, Neil Farrell is over here pancaking his guy. Matthew Butler is running downfield trying to make up for his mistakes. So shout out to Matthew Butler getting in on his first tackle in the NFL. Shout
The
out to
two
Matthew
good
Butler.
looking young rooks, man.
There
The
you
two
go,
good
man.
looking young rooks.
There
Now
you
Vernon
go.
Butler is on a one-way ticket to Cuttsville. He
Hmm.
just got unceremoniously thrown to the sideline like Jazz on the Fresh Prince.
And
It's
guess
bad.
what? And guess what? We were just in a 3-4. Just with a freaking snap. Patrick Graham says, "No, what? We're going back in the 4-2-5. We're back in our nickel right here. And right here in the nickel, you're going to see slot corner. I believe this is Bryce Cosby again getting a lot of looks. He's going to get a blitz. But it does
Mm.
get picked up by the offense. But guess what? A fan favorite by the name of Isaiah Polamau is about to come downhill and hit this runner hard. It's going to hit him hard. And I'm going to see if I
You
get
see
this Will
that
Smith.
comet coming down
Bang!
there?
I love that. I like that, man. I love it. Matter of fact, I love it, man. But you're gonna see Isaiah Polamau, USC man, come downhill, lay the wood, lay the wood. I love to see that, man. But Bryce Cosby on the blitz doesn't get home, but really, really good instincts from the safety to come downhill as hard as possible and make that play, man. That is a good play right there. Shout out to number 40, Isaiah Polamau, the undrafted free agent. Next up, we didn't get too much of just what you call it, natural pressure, right? We didn't
Yes,
get too much of natural pressure, but shout out to Deshaun Bowers, former Viking, former Patriot, getting some natural pressure on the quarterback right here. This is Deshaun Bowers, and one thing that you'll notice a lot when we're in our 4-2-5 defense, we never see our defensive ends in a 4-point or in a 3-point stance. They're usually in a 2-point, just standing straight up. Okay, this allows them to really jump and have the best freaking what is it? Get off the line of scrimmage.
now this formation. I think that Chandler Jones is going to shine, not
Agreed.
having to put his hand on the ground. Chandler Jones has one of the fastest get offs. He's
In the
getting
league,
old, but in the league, he's had one of the fastest get offs in the league. I think this is something that Chandler Jones is going to get most of his production playing in the 4-2-5 and not having to put his hand on the ground anymore.
I agree. And just check out how our guy Deshaun Bowers is able to win off this rep right here. Just one-on-one with the tackle. He's got to get home, and he does.
Comes
Nice
up with the little
swim.
whip move, swim.
Could have get offensive lineman maybe could have got called for a holding there, but it's preseason.
Could have.
We're gonna let him get away with it, right? Can't
Okay, now
really.
look. Anybody, I mean, golly,
But
golly,
he
come
even
on,
he
man.
even gave the quarterback a nice high five, but he ends up throwing the ball away. So big shout out to Deshaun Bowers right there. Gets a nice pressure, natural pressure, not schemed up. He just simply won his matchup, and that's what we need. We need guys to win their matchups often, and that's exactly what he did. Big hold, big hold, big
Oh
hold.
my God, look at
But
this,
guess
look at this.
yeah, that's that we got to get that. We got to get that called a lot more. But that's Patrick Graham's nickel 4-2-5. We'll see that a lot and a lot this year. We got a few more plays. This time right here, we're gonna finish it off with the two Notre Dame man plays. This is Myron Tagovailoa out of Notre Dame. This is a big guy. It's a big guy, and they're gonna try and pick on him, which is not nice. You don't pick on a Samoan because they will get back at you, right? And right here, you're going to see number 69, Myron Tagovailoa. They're going to get him. They're going to get him. He's going to get beat off the screen right here.
Yo, look,
Boom. You see one,
he
two,
bull
three
rush city.
guys. Two guys. So you got the back here and you got the convoy ready to block. And Myron Tagovailoa, he gets beat. But guess what? It's okay. Next play coming up. And another thing to look at this, right? Watch how Mr. Polamau finishes off this play with a nice smackdown on the sideline. So, again, bad play, but it gets finished off with a nice tackle. I like the fact that we're hitting people. I like the fact that we're not giving these guys a chance to get off easy, but we got to get our guy right here a little bit better with play recognition and see and fill out the screen a little bit earlier so it
But
doesn't go for 25 yards. But
Andy, if I can interject though,
mm-hmm.
Had he committed to his bull rush a little earlier, he could have got deeper into the quarterback's face and maybe had a chance of making a play on that football. He should have
Maybe.
committed.
But that's
Listen,
what we're going to see next. But that's what we're going to see next. And to Wasted point, we're going to end on that, right? We're going to end on that. Myron Tagovailoa, this is the very next play because there was a flag. This is the very next play. They're going to try and hit him back to back. They're saying, we're going to pick on this rookie from Notre Dame. And he says, no, not today. Not today. I'm not getting put on tape twice in a row. So he says, you know what?
went
Much like
right
my
through
brother
him,
Malcolm
shed the
Kuntz,
blocker.
much like Malcolm Kuntz early on, he says, give me that shit, bat that ball down, maybe next time. Maybe fucking next time, man.
He
But
kicked
good
the
job.
door in the alleyway. They were trying to throw into that little alleyway.
Boom.
He came upfield and kicked the door in. Nighty night,
Good job.
Jacksonville Thunder Kitties.
Thunder Kitties. But nonetheless, good play by Myron Tagovailoa to bat that ball down. And that's gonna wrap it up for this film session, man. That's gonna wrap it up for what is it, episode 3 with Andy featuring Wasted Talent on the film sessions, man.
Yes, sir.
Definitely got to do more of these because these right here, two voices that know exactly what they're talking about. That's that's a tough matchup right there, man.
Hey, man, listen, I needed this. My boots have cooled off right now.
Boots have cooled off.
My boots have cooled off. I am feeling splendiferous right now.
Okay. But listen, man. Listen, from the defense, you didn't got to watch it back. What are we grading first preseason game by Patrick Graham? What are we giving him as a performance, man? It could be 1 through 10. It could be A through B.
I'm going to give
What
him
do
a
you
B.
give?
Solid B.
Solid B.
For 3 quarters, they pretty much shut that whole situation down.
I agree.
And
really quick.
And if we can play like that, man, there's no telling where we can go as a
I agree.
team.
Really quick, chat, before we head on out of here. What do you guys give Patrick Graham's debut as a Raider in terms of calling the shots, man? I would definitely agree with Wasted. I'd give it a little bit more. I get a B plus. You know, I'm a little bit biased over here, but that's how I am. But yeah, man, I'm seeing a lot of B's in the chat. And without further ado, y'all, we're gonna head out here. Wasted. Let them know where they can subscribe really quick, man. We still got over 200 of them.
Listen, Raider Nation Unlimited, featuring Wasting Talent. Get with it or get lost. I need to get to 5,000. That is something that I want before the season. It's a personal thing to me. I am a little less than 500 away. So if you are not subscribed to me and I annoy you, just hit that subscribe button and then don't put the notification on until I don't annoy you anymore.
Well, that's how it is, man. Shout out to my guy Wasted pulling up. Same thing here, man. On your way out, while that outro is playing, hit that sub button, hit that notification button. And yeah, man, without further ado, we love y'all. Stay safe.
Facts.
Have a blessed day. And we out. Peace.
Welcome to the Death Star.